Good morning, and welcome back to my second attempt at Krustoo Farms Homesteading Challenge. We are in the month of November in the second year, and quite frankly, I am on the road to failing again. Let's go ahead and check everything out. I have the lettuce, tomatoes, and strawberries. I have the mushrooms. I need one more pallet of eggs. I have 5 bread here, 5 bread over there, so that's 10 pallets of bread. I have 6 pallets of strawberries here, 4 over there. I have 2 pallets of honey, and I have 5 pallets of butter. Where I'm going to run into problems is with, there's eggs ready. This is with cheese. Got 3 pallets of lettuce here ready to sell. I only got 2 months left. How's the... Alright. Fermenting's at 84%. So that's doing good. How my cattle doing? Alright. 2,000 liters of milk, which is enough for one more pallet of cheese. Then so I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have enough milk to make 4 pallets of cheese. So next month that should give me enough milk to make 5 pallets of cheese, but I'm not sure my production is fast enough to make 5 pallets of cheese. So I might need to find a way to put down a second dairy, possibly even a third dairy for next year. Alright. So let's check these fields over here. Alfalfa is growing. And this alfalfa is ready to harvest. Excellent. That's just what I wanted. Now, why is this not... This should have some pasture, but it does not. I have a mod to move cattle between husbandry, so I'm going to move the beef cattle out of the barn into this pasture and leave the dairy cattle in the barn. Let me grab my tractor and put some food in the new beef pasture. Alright, now let's see if I can figure out how to move cattle from one husbandry to another. Alright, so out. 18 months. Alright. I don't see any option to... Let's check the other way. Actually, let's see what's in the sale. Oh, a skidster. That'd be kind of useful. A forage harvester. Let's see here. Let's go down to animals. I think I might have a cheap trailer in here somewhere. I have this one, but that's still 6,000. Oh, my pigs are glowing. Alright, so... Yeah, I see no option to transfer animals. Well, that's frustrating. I'll put this trailer back. I really don't want to cut hay in the rain. Of course, it is November, so... November in Michigan, you should never complain about rain, because it could always be snow. Well, let's see if we can find some contract work to do instead. Cultivating in field 10. Harvesting, can't do harvesting in the rain. So I guess I'll just cultivate field 10. I'll fit on the road better this way. This cultivator is slightly small for this type of work, but it does do it. I'm going to see if I can get enough through contract work to get a second dairy put down today. So that way I have a chance to make 5 cheese by the end of next month. And if not, I guess we'll be doing a third try. Boom. He didn't even slow down when he shot around me. Alright. I'm going to do this partially myself and partially with my wife's help. I just find that I can do the headlands so much quicker and easier than she can. Overall, I'm quicker and cheaper, but it's nice to not have to be stuck here at the screen and let the AI worker do its thing. Alright, it's working, so I'll be back when this contract is done. Okay, I'm back. This contract is done. So now I'm going to head back to the farm and cut my alfalfa. Then ted it and put it in the silo as alfalfa hay. Next year, that will go back to being rice. If I make it to next year. Might have to just sell some stuff here today to try to get that second dairy down. it's already a little, almost 3:30, so I don't have that much time left in the day to do another contract. Guess I should check to see if there's something I can knock out quick. Harvesting cotton, soybeans. How big's that soybean field? Uh, yeah, I don't think so. Uh, Sunflowers, I can't do sunflowers. Soybeans, that's too big of a field. $27. Yeah, these fields are just too big for me to handle with my equipment. I need something like around 10 acres or so. Because, surprise, surprise, my equipment is sized to my farm, so. Turn on auto drive, or cruise control, plowing. I don't have a plow, rock removal, cultivating. 23 acres. Yeah. In order to get those done, I'd have to slow down time, which I don't want to do. So I'm just going to have to sell some of my stuff that I got around here to get this secondary down. Right, and I need to feed my chickens too. Alright, so I need to put one more pallet of eggs into storage. Okay. What? Alright, well, crisis averted. Wood stove upstairs decided to catch on fire because of people setting stuff on top of the wood stove. Alright. So, yeah, soaked it with water, removed the stuff that was burning, and then gave everybody a lecture that just because it's a flat surface doesn't mean you have to set shit on top of it. I really need to move upstairs to the main part of the house so that when stuff like this happens, I'm somewhat closer. That was a nice chunk of money. I do need to give these chickens more feed, looks like. What, past my pallet? Gonna need to get some more herbicide for this greenhouse here to get it back into production. Okay. Push all this lettuce down to the end where I can grab it up easier. Spread the forks. I'm not going to worry about cutting the alfalfa today. I can always cut it tomorrow or even in March. I might just wait and do it in March. Got no shortage of material. Alright, 44,000, that's enough for another dairy. So I'm gonna drop my rear weight, go grab my tanker. I forgot I can't go around that way. On offer JCB. Let's see what that is. That's a front loader. Don't need a front loader. I could use this tractor. That's a big one. I don't have 154,000 though. And it's unlikely I'll have that much next month either. I close the doors, get them out of the way. So now I got back up very carefully. Alright, made it around. Okay. Come down here, get my dairy. There we go, dairy. Zoom in closer. Alright, B. So that, and there we go. And I want to make cheese. Find someplace out of the way to put this. Oops. Guess it can sit here for now. Alright. More lettuce is spawned. Well, I'll be close. I don't think one greenhouse will be quite enough to do 20 of each. So I'm probably going to need a second one of these greenhouses. Probably just a small one. Next year I'm going to need both a sugar factory and a preserved foods factory. Okay. Start the engine on my pallet jack. I'm doing this just because I don't want to bring my dirty farm tractor into my nice clean food barn. Come on. This thing is really, really hard to use because just the slightest touch of the A and D key and it just wants to do a 360. And it also steers backwards. I don't know what's going on with this spot in the floor, but turn off super strength. So in real world, even if you had a bad spot on the floor, you could choose not to put the pallet there. That's not an option in Farming Simulator. The pallet goes wherever the pallet's gonna go. And I'm not sure why that one section of floor. Okay. I'm gonna have to wash the floor over here. At least it's away from the food production area. Alright. Ooh, that was nice. Now, let's check sale again. I really do want this tractor. Maybe tomorrow. Hell, that skidster would be awfully nice, too. Alright, I gotta go check on dinner. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, let's go grab my livestock trailer and move some cows around. I don't know. If I'm sitting at 40,000 right now, maybe I just might make it to that 150,000 to buy that Fendt tractor next month. That would be so amazing. Because then I can get a bigger cultivator and expand my work repertoire. Where is my trailer? I bought it, right? I thought I bought it. Oh, I guess I did not buy it. So let's try this again. Alright. New Holland Blue. White steely rims instead of chrome. And buy. Alright. There it is. Alright. It's 5:30, but since it's November, it's already dark. $61 is not unreasonable for early November. Generally, in Michigan, November means it's in the 40s or 50s. Gotta find a better place to put my planter. Get these two over to the livestock dealer. And then tomorrow will be a day of selling stuff, basically. But these are 18 months old, so they're at their optimal age to be beef. Really, 5 or 6 o'clock at night isn't all that late. But since it gets dark early, it just seems a lot later than what it really is. Alright, so I'm selling. Alright. So I'll bump back in once I reach the farm. I'm back at the farm and I almost made a huge mistake and forgot to feed my chickens. So I'm going to take care of that right now before I have a chance to forget again. Alright. There we go. It was only the double one that was empty. My singles still have chicken food, so this is it for today. Thank you very much for watching.